Hi, all. This is Dr. J streaming live from Long Island, New York on a kind of beautiful fall day. I think it's beautiful. I haven't actually been out yet, too busy playing with the market, counting my money. A lot of good it's going to do me to count my money. I got to spend my money. That's why I've been taking profits on those hot EV stocks. Hot, hot, hot. We're going to go over some of them today. Probably we go over Nicola and Neo and anyone that Professor Spike wants. So we're just running through some of the hot EV stocks. Nicola,
Yes, indeed.
Neo, Tesla. We'll go over some of those today.
Right. Well, all except Workhorse.
All except what?
Workhorse.
Well, Workhorse is hot too. It ran from 15 to 28, 30.
And back down again.
What is it today?
I'll take a look.
I don't think it's down that much. I was thinking of taking profits on that one too, but I sold my SBE. I sold some Nicola.
Uh-huh.
Those are the only two I trimmed.
Well, good on you.
Yeah.
So I guess turkey's on you.
Yeah, I've been making so much freaking money. I don't know what to do with it. I got to go outside and spend it. But
I might have a couple of ideas.
Like I said last week, you pick any four letters, I buy it. I make 50% in a week. This is some unbelievable hot market.
I should have tested that theory because my portfolio is pretty red.
What are you going to do?
Our friend Arjun must be happy about VBIV.
Arjun, I sent you a link if you want to join us on VBIV.
Yeah, it's time for him to brag a little bit.
Yeah, anytime. Arjun is here. If you want to come live with us, you're welcome.
Yeah, exactly.
Does Athesis have... we need Jake to sniff out Athesis because to me, when two board members, big shot board members, the CEO and the largest shareholder, hate each other's guts and are feuding, and also the big partner to Athesis, that doesn't sound good to me. Yet the stock is up big time today. It tested. It tested the
academics when they fight, they actually fight for something.
Spike, it tested that $1.55 wall about 5 times already, and it held. One of these days, if that thing cracks, it's going to 115. It's very scary.
Well, when it cracks, then you will have. It's $1.76.
It kind of reminds me of the plugging the dam with your finger. You hold your finger in the hole. It's very scary.
That's funny. Yeah, it's 11% today. VBIV needs a miracle. But didn't they just get one? I mean, it's up 2 and change now.
All they need is Hep B cure and a Hep B vaccine to prevent it. Everything Hep B. The thing that confuses me, I thought Celgene had the cure for Hep B from memory, but I guess I'm wrong. That's what I thought. I'm not an expert on the Hep B, but
well, you got me.
Actually, I'm not an expert on anything. I proclaim right now, I am not an expert on anything. I'm a generalist. I'm a Renaissance man. I'm very good at everything, but not an expert at anything.
A jack of all trades, but a master of none.
You got it.
There you go.
Pete, you and I are the same. When Athesis goes up 11%,
Pete also bought in on VBIV, so he took a nice little
I think
bump.
Pete and I have a very similar portfolio.
Well, good. I'm glad somebody's making money in this world.
Mustafa, young man from Toronto, I believe. Is it York College? I forgot what college. Mustafa is playing the market between his finals, between studying. Forget the school. You just concentrate
Right.
on
The school of hard
forget the
stocks.
school. Just cabinet guy is here with us today.
Cabinets here, yeah.
Cabinet guy wanted Bernie for president so he can get rid of him. Linda. Oh,
Linda.
something is Hep C, not Hep B. It's all the same thing.
Right.
You know what it is, Spike? I'm not hep to any of this.
Yeah, right.
I'm just not hep to it.
You're not hep to the hep.
Yeah.
Oh, look at
Some people indulge in GHSI.
I wish I'd gotten into Q-Cell early enough.
I did not indulge in GHSI, but I bought the Met, the Mets owner bought some Coke P. So what did Dr. J do? I said, if it's good enough for Stevie, it's good enough for me. I bought some Coke P, COCP, Coke Crystal Pharma, the little antiviral play. I picked it up at $1.30, I think, yesterday. It hit $1.70 today.
Ah, nice.
We'll chart that one. If it's good enough for Stevie, it's good enough for me.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's an interesting looking stock, yeah, when you do it.
You took a lot
cabinet guy misses the ethics. You and me both, cabinet guy.
But it took a lot of guts to re-enter at 155. When it
That's the
like
whole point. Yeah, I know.
When it looked like
all these little the deaths of 1,000 cuts with this one.
It's much easier to hold and pray than it is to go into it with new money.
Right.
That's okay. You're welcome anytime. That goes to all of our regulars, right, Spike? If any regular wants to come on with us,
it would be fun.
Yeah, absolutely. You're all invited. Mustafa would come on with us if he had something to say. But he probably teaches biochemistry or something.
He's probably in learning mode.
He's in learning mode.
Than in teaching mode.
Yeah.
But there's only
Linda,
the only difference between a teacher and a learner is that a teacher learned it first.
Linda, you're what do you call it? Upstaging Dr. J, right?
Indeed.
Yeah.
She's the guru.
Donald Trump would have her banned for upstaging him. It's funny. I felt almost bad for him the other day, didn't you? When he was like contrite about, he said it's easier to win than to lose, and he looked sad. I don't like to see anybody sad, even Donald Trump.
Yeah, he seemed to be happy that the stock market was going up.
You realize that half of our followers are Trumpers, so we don't.
Yeah, I know.
We got to be diplomatic here.
Well, you're allowed to be diplomatic. You're allowed to be diplomatic and still have opinions.
I know about 5 in particular that follow us regular that are Trumpers, and I have a lot of friends who are Trumpers. And the funny thing is, I told you a long time ago, I vote Republican about half the time, but I vote the person. I don't vote the ticket. I just don't.
Right.
To me, every race is, you got to look at the personalities, you got to look at the individuals involved.
Some people like orange Kool-Aid, some people like cherry Kool-Aid, but it's still Kool-Aid.
Yeah, I mean, there are good attributes and bad attributes to Republicans and Democrats, and it depends on the individuals. I would be an independent, except for the fact that I wouldn't get to vote in any primary.
Yeah, you got to vote in primaries, right? So New York doesn't really encourage independence.
Nope.
They encourage gangs. Hence the movie Gangs.
Linda, you already got one that boomed. Fuel Cell. You want 2 that boom?
Exactly right.
Are you entitled to 2 that go boom in 1 week? I thought there's a limit.
If anybody's gonna get it.
Linda, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So what was your biggest win this week?
This week, I think SBE. I cashed out at 40. I
Because you cashed out, yeah.
I bought it at 14. I think that was my biggest. From what I sold anyway, that was my biggest win for the week.
Good.
I left myself with 0 shares, though. I usually leave a few, but I didn't.
Just a couple of crumbs on the table.
Yeah, this time I also sold another EV stock. Most of my Nikola, I took a little profit. I didn't have.
Well, yeah, Nikola took a nice enough pop for you.
Yeah, but I think I started buying
would
it
say.
in the 30s, something like that.
Oh, but I'm sure you had plenty when it was 18.
Not that much. I wish I had. I made a few bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I'm just trying to hear any of the big movers.
If you could agree with a lot of things that Trump did, but the man himself is irritating to me. Just to me, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Blue Gatorade over orange Kool-Aid.
Well, all right. I'm sure that holds the poison just as well as any Kool-Aid does.
Yeah. Look, politics isn't my cup of tea. I think basically not the best. A lot of people in politics out for their own interests or impure interests. I don't know. It's kind of like personalities of politicians generally are not good, in my opinion. Generally speaking, none of them are as nice as Dr. J and Professor Spike.
Hey, I try.
All right. Coke.
Yeah, I'm looking at you have a whole bunch of EV things that you've been interested in. Jiggy's in. Magnificent Ancestor Shalom.
Mark him late. Get the roll book out.
That's right. So what do we have now? We have to make the show in 2 hours and a half.
I believe Magnificent Answer has it pegged correctly. Shalom is my favorite salutation. I love that word, shalom.
Because it means so much.
Peace.
Like aloha.
Goodbye. Whatever you want it to be. Shalom. I love
Jiggy,
that
you already
word.
missed that discussion.
Oh, I missed another one of my stocks.
Yeah, SRAC. Sub
I
6%.
I missed that move. I own it, but I didn't even know that it was up.
Yeah, that was one of the ones that you and Jake were talking about.
I bought it at 10.
A space back.
I bought it at 10.
It's like a Jeopardy answer.
At the same time, I added to SPCE. I added to SPCE as well. Tim wants to start with BCRX. That's up 7 pennies today after a phenomenal week. I really think the news is around the corner. PDUFA, if it isn't December 3rd, it'll be what's Monday? 25th is today. 32nd, 31st, 30. Monday would be the 30th.
I believe so.
How about Monday? I'm going to call.
Yes,
I'm going to call PDUFA Monday. By the way, I bought some more BCRX just before.
Did you get back in?
Just before we went on the air, I bought more. I never sold it one share.
Well, you know what they say: buy high and sell higher.
Yeah, I did add to it. All right, we really have a lot to cover, so let's get to work.
Yeah, we might as well. I mean, there's a lot to talk about. Athesis is doing very, very nicely. You should definitely talk about BCRS. You got to talk about CVM. You can't go a day without that.
I tweeted on the Athesis board this morning that at this point we can all exhale and load the shorts from here to Timbuktu, something like that.
For Athesis.
For Athesis, because we couldn't breathe. I felt like I couldn't breathe.
Yeah, I hear you.
We had to jump up for days. For days. This is my latest fascination.
Before you get started, Dr. J, could you take out Tim Kirk's comment so that we can see the charts better?
Oh, sure. To the moon. Okay.
Solar Nova. What is it? Oh, Solar's got to be a good play. There we
I got to
go.
get rid of the comments. All right, here we go.
It's gone.
Do you say Coke P or do you say something? If you pronounce it differently, I may be banned from YouTube. So I got to be careful with this one. This one is like.
I understand. I understand that you have to be. What is this? Oh,
this
is Coke P.
This one is like the Koch brothers, right?
Right. You can't use. You got to use. You got to use the hard O, not the soft O.
Well, Stevie bought it somewhere down here at 89
Which
pennies.
Stevie?
Stevie Cohen.
Oh, Stevie. Oh, okay.
And the way I figure it, if it's good enough for the Mets,
a thought leader.
if the Mets own a good chunk of COCP, and I'm a big Met fan, so by transitivity, I went along with the trade.
Okay.
It's a transitive rule type thing.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, the Mets and Stevie are related, and Stevie and Coke P. Therefore, Mets and Coke P, and that's good enough for me.
It's got the word farmer in its name. I don't think you could.
I bought it yesterday, right about the middle of the candle, and I added today just about where it is. In other words, I didn't buy enough of it.
40%. What is it? 30% jump. Yeah. Well.
Look at what it did. Look at what it did.
Nice.
Look at what it's backing down from. Over $2. The magical power of Stevie Cohen.
That's right. Well,
coupled with
I just bought us another second baseman.
Coupled with the uselessness of remdesivir or any other cure. So this one looks.
Yeah, right.
This one actually looks promising.
Why, they got something?
Yeah, they have an antivirals, just like what we're talking about with BCRX. The chart is nothing to speak of. I mean, it's not a wonderful candle. It got ahead of itself. It'll probably fill the gap here all the way down to 129. So it's probably a much better short than it is a long right now.
Makes sense.
BCRX.
There we go.
But I don't short stocks, especially biotechs. It could be bought out tomorrow, so what the hell?
Right. It's a dangerous game.
Short. Yep. BCRX is now above.
Your candle. I'm still respecting your channel.
Above the channel. It's trading above it. And we had a nice reversal from the lows today. It actually went green for a second on my chart.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, it's up 8 cents, but the candle is still slightly red. I mean, it's meaningless. All that means is it opened up higher than where it's trading now. So tiny little red candle, doji. It's not a bad looking doji because I like when the long tail, the long shadow on the bottom is good, and it's trading above the upper channel line, which I like. So if it makes a clean break of this upper channel, that means it's going hyperbolic. And it will do that probably when Gali is mentioned favorably, or we get the PDUFA news. Assuming, of course, the PDUFA news is as good as we think it's going to be.
Good.
Those are the two. Those are the two catalysts that are immediate with BCRX, and the chart is wonderful. I just keep buying it. I'm like addicted. It's like an apple a day keeps the doctor away. A couple of hundred shares a day of VCRX keeps the doctor away. I'm not going crazy. I'm not buying it by the thousands. Don't get me wrong.
Right, but we talked about all those nibbling opportunities. So whenever you
Yeah,
saw that nibbling opportunity, you nibble.
I'll add a couple of hundred every day and see what happens.
Yeah, nibble, nibble, nibble.
Nibble, nibble.
That's what we were saying. We were saying that for weeks.
I tend to be a nibbler as opposed to just going in whole hog to most things. Usually I tend to nibble. I might make an initial investment that's not terrible and then just nibble at it.
Yeah,
Tends to be my style.
I just love how it's respecting your channels.
Yeah, no, this is a nice, beautiful channel. There's a lot of hot bios lately. I have a list of them that I advertised the
Yeah,
show on.
I'm looking for your list in a second.
Yeah, give me some off my list. AEMD is having a nice move.
Yeah, AMD was one certainly.
AEMD. Tim Rodell is no longer CEO. Chucky Fisher. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck would? A lot of wood today.
We still got those parent lines there.
10% today. 16 pennies to $1.71. That's a pretty nice move for this stock.
Well, have you been nibbling on this one?
I totally filled my belly with this one.
Oh, because once I've just been holding and praying.
My belly has no more room for AEMD.
Right.
So I'm kind of saturated with it.
It's open Friday, Jiggly.
I'm saturated with it. I'm waiting to make the big score and probably leave. I'm waiting for the news on the COVID trial. Get some good news on that. This thing is $5.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Nothing works. Nothing works. Did you hear? Nothing. It does nothing. It's useless. Short that other crazy stock. The one that makes remdesivir, Gilead. Short that one.
Oh, please, yeah. Gilead has been a disappointment since we got on it in March.
We realized very soon that remdesivir is just a placeholder waiting to get bumped off.
Yeah.
But this is a beautiful move back above the 100. Now it's above the 200. And the how's the volume?
You think that's got legs, or is it going to fill that gap?
Yeah, I mean, let it take out the $1.94 level, and then I think it will probably continue on and take out the 220 high. And we'll be looking at any kind of good news. We'll probably take out the 249 high and be looking at $5 very quickly. So all of these lower highs, beginning with the 21st of July, you have a series of lower highs, right here. I'll try to draw the line even. It's not my favorite chart pattern when you see lower high, lower high, lower high. Exactly. But there are exceptions to every rule.
Well, you got a nice, you got that other support good that's positive on the bottom.
Yeah.
Especially as of late.
All right, so here we have it.
Yeah.
We got to break this trend of lower highs. So this is very important. Take this goddamn guy out, 194. Take him out, and I'm piling in probably some more bucks. At this point, I'm still not totally convinced, but I got my eye on it. I have a lot of it anyway. I don't need
Yeah.
more. I don't need more, except sometimes I get greedy.
Yeah, no,
Man,
your average has to be pretty close to what it is right now.
I'm losing a little bit.
Yeah, no, I mean, I haven't touched it. I haven't touched it since we bought it back in the days of the highs when you
I
actually
tell you what,
had that conversation.
I've been buying this one every day. I mentioned it a couple of times, but being that I'm buying it almost every day, I like this one a lot. The MF stock,
Right, right, right.
myofibrosis, the blood cancer stock. This is the one that the FDA says, we know you don't know what the hell you're doing. We're going to give you RMAT designation. We're going to have a meeting in January, and we're going to approve you before you can say Jackie Robinson. The FDA is mentoring this company that doesn't have a clue, but they're going to get an improved drug. That's how it appears anyway. Whether they like it or not, they're going to get an improved drug.
You'll take it and you'll like it.
Yeah, look, this. I don't know what the market cap is on this, but it's probably a couple of $100 million, I'm guessing.
275.
275 and close. I'm figuring it's worth probably $2 billion. So that's a 10 bagger on approval.
Okay.
So you're looking at potential $37 stock in about a year from now. That's how I really feel about this one. About a year from now, maybe things always take longer than I think. A year and a half from now.
Yeah.
10 bagger. So I've been adding. I made my first purchase at 311.
Uh-huh.
So I have a pretty good average. And this was a very nice pop, unexpectedly all the way up to 403. Natural pullback to the 9-day. But I added today on this pullback. So I don't know exactly. I think I paid 370, actually a little bit less today.
Right.
Than what it's trading at. I do like this one a lot. Mankind is another one that's making noise. And all of these stocks that we're charting now, they all have takeover possibilities.
Yeah, well, because they're such small market caps.
Yeah. They don't need to be in things.
Mankind is down today.
Well, it goes up, it goes down.
Yeah, no, I know. This is still, it's still it's one I'm glad I'm in for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Mostly on your word, but
Yeah, that's probably bad reason, but that's okay. I have to admit,
it's all I got, Dr. J.
I have to admit, I finally was influenced by you. I bought some water, clean water today.
Oh, good.
I bought some American water.
Oh, you bought American Waterworks. Beautiful.
Yeah, I figure if it's got the name American in it,
there you go.
It's okay with me. And that chart is just amazing on American.
I am not complaining about my water holdings. I don't think anybody who's been with me is complaining.
Well, the other one that you bought also doubled. So
yeah, FO and FIW. Yeah.
Yeah, they both doubled.
Right. Those were the ETFs that gave a mix. But they're so deep. They're deep in Danaher, which is doing great, and they're deep in American Waterworks, which is doing great.
I bought some, not that much earlier in the day, and then later in the day I got tempted. I said, let me round this out a little bit. So I'm talking about AWK, not Mankind.
Right.
Mankind chart, it looks like it maybe could come back down to the 9-day and then make a move, take out the old high, this little high at 312. Then we shoot for the high at 320. And we go up to I don't know what. I think the takeout would probably be in the neighborhood of about $12. So this has got 4 bag on it, in my opinion. potential four bagger, not 10 bagger, but four bagger.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think it's quite as hot as CTIC is, or for that matter, COCP. But I do like this one. I took some profits at 320 and I bought back at 265. Not 320, $3. I don't want to exaggerate. So I'm doing well so far on Mankind. It's got the Technosphere, the gizmo, the inhaler.
It's another one of these machinery plays.
You can put anything you want in that inhaler and sniff it in or whatever you want to do. No one knows what's in that inhaler.
Yeah, well, like I said, I'm hoping that some of this freeze-dried COVID stuff can be shoved in there.
Could be. Who knows? I like gizmos. I like the AEMD because it's got a gizmo. I like this one because it has a gizmo. What's the other one I like with a gizmo? INO has a gizmo. There's Selectra. There's the injection. They give you an injection through the skin. I don't understand it, but it's like Star Trek.
Nanobots.
It's Star Trek.
Yeah.
I don't know. No, I know.
Nanobots to knit the bones together.
I don't know because Blake says Dr. Kim is whatever. He says not nice things about Dr. Kim, the CEO. So County Jake, I don't know. I know. I might get in anyway. I think Ino has some potential, but not Neo, but Ino. Both of them.
Right. That's why I was confused for a second.
We could be probably, if you own INO, you should own NIO just for the hell of it.
You might have accidentally bought some INO in the process, right?
I think you should buy both Neo and INO. And if they have an ONI, you can add that to the list. ONI. Maybe we'll look that up. See if that
those are 3-letter acronyms. You're not as good with the 3-letter ones as the 4-letter.
No,
ones.
I make a lot of money with the 4-letter ones lately.
Look at like JNJ and PFE.
There's so many good ones. I can't even get excited anymore because they all go up to double, triple, quadruple.
Right.
It's hard to even get excited. CVM, I sold a little more. You know why I keep selling?
You have to put that chart up for sure.
I'm going to put it up. You know why I keep selling a little bit of CVM?
Yeah, I don't know why. But
I'll tell you why. Because I'm making money everywhere else. So why do I have to risk too much unnecessary risk?
I promised you that I made in October. You said buy this and don't sell till it's 100.
I lied. I've been selling.
You're releasing me. You're releasing me from that obligation. I'm not. I'm sticking with it.
You can stick with it. It may very well be 100 or 200 or 300. And by my selling off some probably will help. No, I shouldn't say that. That's negativity. I don't like when people talk that way, and then I just fell into
they
that.
say, I've been getting these calls from my friends. I just sold this, so buy it.
Yeah, that's really not good thing. You should never say that.
Yeah, Ravens Steelers got canceled. Jiggly's talking about it.
You should really never say that. But I said it, and I take it back. Can I take it back?
Sure.
I say a lot of stupid things in the course of an hour because you got to fill the airtime and
nothing like that bad silence.
It's easy to say stupid things. Very easy. It's hard to say intelligent things. All right. So.
Yeah.
Did you see the Queen's Gambit on Netflix?
I caught the first 2 episodes. Very compelling show.
Terrific. I love it.
Yeah.
And
you're a chess guy. I'm a meta chess person. I don't like playing chess, but I like talking about chess.
I think the main character, the girl, she's terrific.
Yeah.
Great actress, beautiful girl. Really, really good movie, show, serial, whatever you want to call it. Very nice.
Mini
series. Yeah.
Right.
So
where do we think still science is going? Are we just waiting for news?
There's no
Or,
reason.
or am I going to go back to 11 and buy some more at 11?
There's no reason based on the chart to have sold it. It's a nice looking chart at this
That's not a
point.
double top over there.
There's just a series. You could call it that. Yeah, sure. This is a double top, but it's more of a series of lower highs. Same thing. High, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. So yeah, this is a double top, but it is, but it isn't. It isn't. It definitely is. I'll call it a double top. But the chart is not. The chart is not terrible. You have your ascending trend line here. It's support at the 9-day. It had a nice candle today, so it's not a terrible chart. I sold a little bit. Mainly to make room to buy other things that I consider hot.
Well, this my rule on this one is I'm not selling it for less than 13, and I'm not buying it for more than 11.
Okay. I bought a bunch when it hit about 10.95, and I got rid of it. I think pretty much.
Yeah, I got back in. Yeah, I bailed after that. I bailed after that report came out, but then it jumped to 17 right after that, and I got back in.
All right. So what did we do so far? We did CVM, COCP.
Yeah, we still need to do. We still need to do Athersys.
I guess we should do it.
I'm looking for requests. I don't see a whole lot of requests going on, but if any of them show up, we'll go through them.
Yeah, I mean, this one, when it gets down to that wall of support, I can't sleep nights when it gets down there. I have one finger on the sell button and the other finger on the buy button, and I don't know what the hell to do when it gets down there.
Right.
And it's been down there a hell of a lot.
You were saying, I think your line in the sand was like a $1.57 or something like that.
No, $1.55, and it hit a $1.53. So I was on the verge, but I didn't.
Yeah. Well, luckily it bounced.
It's made a lot of attempts at breaking this wall. Kind of scary. Let's see how far back this wall goes. Look at this. That's incredible, isn't it? 156 back here on 619.
Right.
That was the low for a very long time. And that held up. This is such a strong low. I mean, tremendous strong low.
If you sell all the fixtures in the labs.
This candle is a key candle back here on June 19th. Very, very key.
Huh.
So as long as it doesn't break that 155 area, so really break it, then we're okay. But how many times can it hit it without breaking it?
Is there any news on this that we're waiting for?
Well, the catalysts are odds, and from Japan. You're talking about a five-person trial there. How much could that be? And then you got the ischemic stroke, probably not getting results until second quarter of 01. They're going to finish dosing by the end of the year. So that means 3 months before you can evaluate.
Well, it seems to me that this has just been following the news on Mesa. That it's not much on its own, but I'm still holding on because that there's enough other stuff going on.
I don't even consider COVID anymore as a positive factor for them.
Oh, between now and when the vaccine comes out, there's still going to be a lot of people in hospitals that are in distress.
Yeah,
And
but
they're gonna
I think miso will be the winner again. I'm convinced. Miso allied with Novartis, a very strong,
Yeah, that was a big deal for them. And so
very good.
if Athesis doesn't get a sugar daddy, you're right.
I didn't. I controlled myself and didn't buy more miso as well. I didn't buy more Athesis. I didn't buy more miso
And why is that?
because I figured it's harder things to buy and less risky.
I mean, as much as everybody's been saying great stuff about miso, it did take a hit because we were at 20 for a while, and now everybody's happy that it's 15.
Yeah,
I guess we could talk about that one next.
yeah. I mean, it hit as low as 10, didn't it?
Yeah, don't I know it?
Yeah, it hit as low as 10. So 15 is a nice recovery.
Yeah, right. But
And a
you,
quick
you, have,
one.
you have these triggers in your head. When it hit 20, we were all very, very happy. We thought it was going to even go to 40 at that point.
So anyway, if you want to get back to this, this is the resistance is up right around here, $1.96.
Yeah.
And then this tiny little candle is resistance too, up at 202. So this is the area of wall of resistance. You have a wall of support and a wall of resistance, and it's trading between the two. Your guess is as good as mine which one breaks and when.
Right.
It could actually trade like this for a very long time. Into let's say February, March even.
And I could understand. I could understand why you're saying it. If that's the case, and you're going to be following something that's in the channel, this wouldn't be the one to follow.
Yeah, I mean it's a narrow channel.
Yeah.
$1.55 to 2, not that narrow.
CVM has a much better channel than this one.
But actually not that narrow. $1.55 to $1.96 is pretty big. Percentage wise.
Yeah, right. $1.50 to $2, right? About that.
Yeah, it's not that percentage.
33% channel.
Yeah, you could get nice little jumps in the inside of that channel if you want to play that. And
right, and it's not all that expensive to do so.
Yeah, I know you can, but again, I saw bargains in places like Amazon and Apple, and so I figured, what do I need to add to this? Buy the really good quality ones on pullbacks like AWK. I added it today to my portfolio, which is only growing bigger. It's unmanageable. I have to do something about that.
Hire somebody.
Well, you know what I told you I was 10 or 15% cash. I just keep buying stuff to get rid of some of the cash and be
right. What you got to do is you got to put the cash. You got to put the cash in gold, so that you're not tempted to spend.
When you sell too much and you take profits, you got to pay taxes, and then you're stuck with cash that's not working for you.
Oh, as I said, buy gold with it.
I don't
keep the gold under the linoleum in your kitchen.
I don't believe in gold. Gold is not a play of mine.
Really?
I love gold. I have a thing against it. I don't understand what makes it move up or down. So,
well, can you say the same thing? Can you say the same thing about Bitcoin and even just regular currencies?
I'm a pretty smart guy, am I not?
You are indeed.
I cannot figure out the movements of gold.
Well, it's like I said, it's correlated with other forms of currency. It's a play with them.
To me, it's totally uncorrelated with everything. It has a mind of its own. I cannot figure out gold. I don't touch it. I mean, if you want to keep 10% in your portfolio and never look at it, it's fine. But if you want to trade it, good luck to you. I can't figure out how.
So this is American Waterworks.
Yeah, look, it's definitely in a downtrend, but it's got a beautiful, beautiful bottom here that's going to be tough to take out, in my opinion. So I bought it.
Yeah, no, it looks like a bargain right now.
It does. I mean, the chart has been
Yeah, I
incredible.
mean, you have to
Really
see a
good
little
chart.
evidence that there's going to be a slight bit of a turn, but once it shows
I
up,
think I think this low will hold at $1.49. I added today at
I would agree.
$1.52. I'm making money already.
I would agree.
Look, as soon as I added, everyone else went into the stock. You see what happened? And the word got out on Wall Street. Dr. J took a position, and
Right. You know, that's what
and
happens when
everybody.
you say something on Stock Twits. They hear you.
Yeah, look, I don't live that far away from their headquarters, so maybe they got wind of it. New Jersey is not that far. Camden.
Nope. Nope. Camden, New Jersey.
Camden,
You're right.
New
It's an American
Jersey.
company.
I love this stock. I don't know why I didn't buy it when you first pointed it out to me for at under 100. Oh,
A year ago.
kicking myself.
Yeah. No, I've been in these plays. I've been in these plays for about 2 years now.
It pays about 1.8%. I mean, this is perfect stock to own. Nice pullback. Again, people are in it, pulling back, taking profits, and going into the hot stuff. The hot stuff cools off. This is going to be steady. This is a safe. I think a safe play.
People got to drink.
I
They
think
got to
it's
flush away their waste.
I think it's a safe place to park your money. What other hot? We did Mankind. We did, what didn't we do?
We didn't do miso yet.
Which one?
Meso.
Oh, miso. You say meso and I say miso. Miso. Let's call the whole.
Jiggly wants me to do. Jiggly wants us to do another show on retirement.
What the hell is this? This chart is crazy looking.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That was when we took that disappointment, right? And then it made a deal.
The disappointment
was a turn down. Was a turn down.
Yeah. Well, what does it look like? Pascal's triangle is forming or something? I don't know what's going on.
Pascal's triangle.
I don't know what. I mean, it looks like children playing blocks. I don't know what's going on with this chart.
Let's hope, Pete.
Strange looking chart with the gaps.
Well, this was the deal.
With a gap here and a gap there.
It's happened before. We've had the same exact behavior in the past.
Well, it's not going to fill this gap. That gap, it's not filling that gap. So I figure it comes down to the 100 and holds. 1428 is a buy. 1428. Buy at 1428. Okay, what's next?
Actually, I had a request. My request was for LCA.
Which one?
LCA.
Okay, I still own that. I did take a little bit profit, but I still own that. I took profit on this yesterday, and I bought another crazy gambling stock. One of the SPACs. I forget the name of it. I don't even know what I own.
Another gambling SPAC is out and about, right?
Yeah, another gambling SPAC. I bought that. They're big in Illinois, the one that I bought. I really, my mind is shot. I can't remember the 4 letters. But any 4 letters, I'm going to make 50%. What difference does it make? This one looks pretty good. It's powerful.
This is because there may very well be some news about about Golden Nugget after all.
This is powerful.
I think some gambling commission was just having a meeting on it.
This is a $3 range right here. Is that today? That's today. $3 range. Wow. 15 to 1835. You don't need to place your bet on these in the casino. You can place your bet right here.
This whole stock market thing has been my replacement for the casino.
Oh, I've been making money on FanDuel, but I've been
Oh, that's right. You went back to FanDuel, didn't you?
I've been betting very little, and I keep winning. Maybe I'll step up my bet. Then I'll lose.
He wants to know if you have any opinion about Bitcoin.
BTX.C or whatever it is.
Yeah, it was, right. There was right BTX, I think it was, or there was a RBTC.
Bitcoin is like one of the best charts I've ever seen. It does nothing but go up from inception till now. So Bitcoin is just automatic buy on dips. I don't even have to look at the chart. I don't know
Really?
what Bitcoin is. I don't care. It's just a buy. It's got an unbelievable chart. It's like the Dow Jones Industrial Average from inception.
It's pretty funny though, because you say you don't understand gold, but you do understand. He says BTC is the symbol.
No, I don't. I do. I don't care to understand it. I'm an old timer. I'm old. I don't want to know from electronic currency.
And gold's only been around for a couple of billion years.
Well, nobody could figure it out for those billions of years. How do you expect me to figure it out?
It is not sure. Then do RB. Was it RBC something? All right. Oh, GRBC.
That's like an ETF.
No, it's wrong. I have it wrong. It's
GBTC. I see it. I see it. Relax.
Yeah, right. GBTC. Very good.
Yeah. Holy shit. I didn't even look. Look at this chart. It's an automatic buy. Right now it's a buy at the 9-day.
Because it went down a little bit.
After being parabolic, it's still a buy. I mean, Bitcoin is crazy hot. You just gotta own some, I guess, and forget about it, and keep buying a little bit of it. I'm convinced it's the real thing. Let's look at it for three. You
don't think it's going to fill that gap that's over there?
Let's look at the max.
Okay.
Well, the max this is not the max of Bitcoin, though, right?
No, this is just I think it's just an ETF play on it.
My best guess is that whatever the high is, it'll take it out probably within a year. $30. So you're going to get 50% move from here.
Interesting.
There'll be pullbacks, but it's just been an amazing chart. Anytime there's a pullback, it just you just buy and it comes roaring back. I mean, it hit as low as, what did it hit down here? It's $5.
Oh yeah, you're going back pretty far.
How far?
Oh no, you're right. $5 around March.
March 16th. Not that far.
All right.
You got a 4-bagger in a few months, basically. I'll take it.
Holy moly!
And it's probably going to go up more. Pull back a little and go up even more. This is a weekly chart. I might play something like this. I wouldn't buy the coin, but maybe something like this.
Yeah, I know. Buying the coin.
I'm thinking about it.
You need to spend the coin. The coin has liquidity if you have a lot of people who are willing to buy and sell with that.
Yeah.
You're right. This has more liquidity than the actual coin.
I think when currencies become suspect, this will probably do even better. Just like gold.
Every now and then there's something that casts doubt on the whole Bitcoin enterprise.
All right, so let's see what didn't we do that I advertised? AMD, Mankind, BCRX, ATHX, LCA, AUPH, CTIC, CVM,
Yeah, you didn't do AUPH yet.
COCP, CTIC, NWBO,
Wow.
AUPH. Let's do that
Yeah, you
one.
didn't do that one yet.
We did all the others, right?
Well, all of a sudden you gave me a grocery list that had more than I remember. So I'm gonna look at what you promised on. I'm gonna look at what you promised on Stock Twits.
I advertised the show 3 times, so I used different stocks.
Yeah. Which was this one? This was Jake's friend, Arenia.
Yeah, I mean, didn't we draw the consolidation pattern on this a while ago, right?
You drew a pennant, yeah, and then you said just it was a volatility play.
Yeah. Yeah. And we're still in that. We're still in that period of consolidation.
And he's convinced that this may very well be a buyout opportunity.
Yeah, and they're going to have a drug approved for lupus, which is a biggie.
Lupus, okay.
Lupus is a biggie, yeah.
Sure, it certainly is.
So here you have a double bottom. It's better than, it looks pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like you have the test of that solid bottom. It passed it. And
yeah, Pete thinks it's a buyout play also.
Yeah, I mean, it sure looks like consolidation has been going on for a long time with a solid bottom at 1289 or something like that. I'll tell you in a second. Bottom is 1280. 1280 bottom. Did it hit 1280 again? 1283. Let's see what it did the next day. I think it's even more. So this is a double bottom. It's a very nice bottom. And a very nice pennant. We should break out north as soon as we get some kind of catalyst. Whether it's, I don't know how far down the road the approval is, the PDUFA date. I'm not sure. But Jake thinks that something's up. That's the way he put it on Friday. So I did not add to this. I have.
No, me neither.
But I may add to this one.
If it hits that support again.
It's a Jake special.
Exactly. So you'll have more to say about it on Friday for certain.
I may buy some GHSI because it's a Linda special. I have to look at it more carefully.
Right.
I'll have to look at it more carefully. All right.
You promised Nicola.
Fuel cell and Chris is with us. We got to do ARWR.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Chris is an ARWR man, so am I. We took a hit today or yesterday, I forget. Down another $3. I think it was.
And meanwhile, you didn't talk about your pot stocks, but they're doing wonderfully, except for mine.
Which is yours, VFF, right?
No, mine is the MedMen.
Don't you have VFF?
No, VFF. No, I bailed out of VFF, but VFF had a very good week.
Yeah. All right, so here we go. ARWR. I bailed out of ACB, which I shouldn't have.
No, ACB is doing great also.
Yeah. This is a very clear double top, isn't it?
Oh, here we go. Okay.
As Chris said, he feared $73 would be resistance and hit it on the nose. Chris, you called this resistance level just about perfect. We certainly didn't like that $70 level. We've come off to, I think we're at support though. The good news is we touched the 9-day and bounced.
Right.
I don't know what it is about the 9-day, but it works like crazy. Super good.
I guess maybe it's an inner harmonic or something.
You know, I understand like the shorter the moving average, the more the graph is going to the closer the graph is going to be. But 9 days is not 2 days. It's still
No,
9
no, I
days.
know. You want something smoother than a 2-day moving average.
Well, obviously, otherwise
So
you might
maybe, for all you know, 12 might actually be the magic number. That's they use in a
don't
lot of
know. Don't know, but 9 works tremendously well. Yeah, 9 really is a good moving average to look at. When it hits the 9, I often buy. I did. I think I added yesterday or today. I don't or both. I'm still staying with it, Chris. I don't know about you, but I'm staying with it. We got nice profits. I might just I'll probably add to my position here. The market is very strong. Bios are very strong. It's not a total collapse here. So we'll see. Time will tell on this one.
So Kat is saying that the other space back is AMCI. You familiar with that one?
AMCI, that doesn't sound familiar. AMCI. AMCI.
Yeah, no, I haven't heard of that one either.
Yeah, you shouldn't have told me because compulsive Dr. J is
Yeah, no, exactly.
I'm going to buy something. Just mention a SPAC, I buy it.
Well, which one? What is this guy? What does this one do? I'm not even.
Does it matter?
Yeah, right. Let's just look at the chart. Who cares? Right. I forgot.
Yeah,
I forgot. What was I thinking? What was I thinking?
Well, we made a new high today, and we pulled that buying opportunity. Buying opportunity. You don't have to chart a trend line because the 50 is a trend line.
Yeah, I see that.
So it's very nice. Nice looking chart. It looks like it's going play. It's going to the moon. To the moon.
To the moon.
To the moon. What was the one I bought? SRAC?
Yeah, SRAC's the space one.
Let's take a quick peek. I just bought this the other day. I should remember what the hell it is.
Yeah, I got in a little bit myself.
Yeah. Beautiful candle today. Woo! We're in the money.
Yeah, not bad today, right?
And it's not even it's 4 letters. It's 4 letters. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
I think I'm having too much fun, which means that we're due for a correction.
10% on the day, yeah. Well,
whenever I feel this happy and this any 4 letters,
right.
We're probably due for a correction. What do you think?
Call it correction and a buying opportunity.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we're in for a crash, but I'm too happy. I smile too much lately. Yesterday, I was so happy I forgot that I had my handshakes. So,
Well, that's great.
Yeah, I mean, the market is curing any illness I have.
Well, between that and the marijuana, you might be all right.
That's true. But the point is, whenever I get this euphoric state, it's either because of a redhead or the market, and in this case, it's the market.
Well, you did say you were watching that chess show yesterday.
Oh yeah, she's a redhead.
Right. I had a feeling that was the appeal.
But she's not a natural redhead, you know that.
I don't know anything of the sort.
Well, she's a blonde. At least she may be a blonde. She might be a brunette. Who knows? But I saw I saw her. She had blonde hair. But that could be dyed blonde hair too. What she's wearing for the show is a wig.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Did we cover everything? Every single stock?
Let's see. Pete mentioned another pot stock, APHA.
APHI.
We've been very good. We've been very good to our audience in terms of doing what they said. Lynn asked for FSR.
I own that one too. I own this one.
What is it?
I've been loading up on this one. I'm not making any money, but I'm loading up on it. Now I might be making money. I'm close to making money.
Which one's this? I'm sorry.
They sell respirators, masks, all that COVID stuff.
Oh no, this isn't Fisker. I mean, like I said, which one is this? Oh, this is another healthcare. I got you.
COVID play. And this is weekly on Max, so let's switch to the back to the day. Okay. Look at this candle. Oh, this is a candle to end all candles. Holy mackerel. That was on the 12th of November. Why didn't I see that? I would have sold. I missed that candle. See, the problem is I own too much. I own so many things. But Jake usually calls me and tells me to sell, but he didn't know I own this one.
I see.
Jake is my alert. Instead of doing alerts, I have
I get that.
Man. I'll have to hold out for 18 then. You missed 8, right? We're going to go for
18.
We're going to go for too high on this one. I'm going to sell when it hits too high. And I'm not saying what high is.
Yeah, most people know.
Yeah, most people do. All right, too high.
You have to do one more before we sign off.
FSR?
FSR, yes. Fisker.
All right. I love FSR. It's one of them that I did not sell. Henry.
Wow. It took some pop today.
Oh man, I'm glad I didn't sell this one.
Yeah, I'm sorry I never heard of it.
I told you about this one, Henrik Fisker.
Oh yeah. This is the guy who designs the pretty cars.
The muscle cars.
Yes. Oh, my bad.
The ocean SUV. You go swimming in the ocean with Henrik. The only problem is you got to wait about 2 years before it hits production.
Oh, it's a nice little pop today anyway.
This one is, what other name is prominent besides Elon in terms of the automotive industry? None.
Ford versus Ferrari.
I don't think so.
Shelby. I know these are all dead people.
Dead people or heirs that are unknown.
You're right.
There's still Fords in the Ford Motor Company.
Right, and
but not Henry.
Understood.
Yeah, this is a hell of a candle. Gee, you see these candles all over the place now. It's crazy. I wanted to add a little bit more. They don't even give me a chance.
Jigglypuff said he wants to name that candle after Linda.
Yeah. Linda likes these big green candles. Can I blame her?
No, cannot.
I like them myself. 1950, it'll pull back. 1950. It might even pull back to 1830, 1850. There's got to be a pullback here. These can't go straight up. Maybe I'll even sell some. I own enough of it that I can sell half. Yeah, well, I bought it at 14. I think
it's after 4 now, so you're not gonna have much opportunity.
I was gonna do fuel cell, but the hell with it. That's enough.
Okay, fair enough.
All right, so I'm going to stop sharing and say sayonara, au revoir, arrivederci, and sounds by Romilly, very strong move to NFSR. Lynn is
Happy
here.
Turkey
Hey,
Day.
Lynn. Lynn, thank you very much for helping me with NWBO. We missed you, Lynn. I'm still in NWBO largely because of Lynn, at least partly. Are you in it, Lynn? Hope so. I took profits on NWBO, but I'm holding some. Oh, another one. Wow, man, where do you get these stocks from? Marty is here. Marty's my main man. Marty, did you gonna drive in to visit Spike and us and take us out to dinner? Marty,
I know
Marty,
you know that.
we have a list of 20 people who are gonna take us out to dinner. Marty, I personally don't like.
I like to eat.
I don't like steak. Do you like steak, Spike?
I love steak.
All right, then you can take us to a steakhouse. I'll have a hamburger.
Well, that's steak.
Marty,
You could have the chicken at a steakhouse.
Marty's taking out you and me. He told me so.
Okay.
I'm holding him to it.
You know, we can go to a fish shop if that's any better. We are on Long Island.
No, that's too fishy.
Too fishy.
Yeah. Happy
Yes,
Thanksgiving to everybody. Don't eat too much. See ya Friday. Don't eat too much. You get bellyache.
Then you'll fall asleep in the middle of the Friday.
Don't forget to subscribe. And as always, for your own due diligence, our opinion is strictly owned and do not constitute investment advice.
Sold to the American.
Ciao.
Bye-bye.
Subscribe. Ciao. Subscribe. Ciao. Subscribe.